I appreciate that. We have to recognize that here in the state of Rhode Island, we have the lowest accreditation standards, one of the lowest in the entire country. Annually, we don't invest in investigations and audits around our police departments into the practices and policies that they have. At the end of the day, when we talk about where we need to put money into improving systems, we're not putting it in the first place. But we're here to also focus on the need, as Flawless said, to put money into education systems, to have education systems that reflect the truth of our history here. And I want to bring out some truth here from Central Falls, Rhode Island. This lovely lady, Bryce Gonzalez, who is bringing the fire every day at WGRU, entrepreneur, mother. It is important to, again, provide a platform for our women of color who are battling every day to make the future better for their children.
Amen. Hi everybody, like he said, my name is Bryce Gonzalez. I'm a realtor, I'm a radio personality, I'm also the lead paralegal at my law firm, and most importantly, my biggest title besides mom is a community advocate. And I'm just here to shed some light on what's going on in the real estate part of things for us black and brown folks, even us Latinos. It's bad, and we need to get away from the mentality that we don't belong in certain communities. I cannot tell you how many times I have a meeting with somebody of color, a Latin, and I take them into, I'm not going to name any communities, but we take them into certain communities and they say, Raisa, I don't belong here. No, you do belong here. Your credit score says you belong here. Your payment that you make every week that you work hard, you belong in these communities. Let's get that out of our minds. And I feel like we have to start with the youth, okay? And we have to start within the families, within the broken families. A lot of the people that I know, they're on Section 8. And I'm not knocking Section 8. It's there for the people who need it. However, a lot of the mentality that they stick with, because the home is broken, they take the father out of the home. The mother's there. She needs the help. She stays stuck in that home because what other way does she see? She's single. The father usually has some type of criminal record that he can't even come in the home and live in the home. So now he's forced into the streets. What comes with the streets? Nothing but trouble. So I am here to shed light on what's going on within our minds, within the real estate. We need to change our mindsets to we belong. And I believe Lewis, honestly, because we're from the little square mile, of hope. When you're in Central Falls, when you drive around, for one, when I bring my clients over there, they're already saying, I don't want to live here, it's ghetto. And I should not say that term because I'm a realtor, but it's the reality of what people see. And as you see, big things come out of Central Falls. I was a single mom at 15 years old. I really had to be driven within myself because it falls on you, honestly, to get up and make that change. But together, you can make the biggest change in the world. You know what I mean? And I feel like even in schools, we need to start educating our kids about the finances. Like, let's get that credit right. Let's go ahead and save money because the more money that you have, it really is not going to change anything. It really boils down to credit and knowing how to budget, knowing how to use your money, knowing how to use your resources. And oh my God, there's so many resources out here for us brown and black folks, but you know what? We're stuck in the mentality of let's go ahead and get this discount and live in this community. And what happens in that community? You become overcrowded. And you have 15 people living in like a 2-bedroom home because they feel like it's better for them to pay $1,500 to the next person who's making so much money off of them rather than going and go ahead and saving a little bit of money, working on that credit, and going ahead and investing in your own home. And I really think that if we can change the narrative of us brown and black folks, we can really be living in the neighborhoods that we want to live in. We don't want to be living in a neighborhood with trash outside, where we go to the parks and there's no rims. I apologize, where there's no rims. This is a Zillow call, but I'm not going to take it on. So we're living in these communities that are underprivileged. We get the worst of the worst schools. You know what I mean? And it's really up to us to change our communities. I live around the Providence area, and I myself am advocating. I'm going to the landlords, I'm going to the owners, hey, let's have a day for cleanup. Let's go ahead and serve these kids hot dogs. Let's have a basketball game. Let's do this together. And I feel having Lewis, who's a man of color, even though he's a little light-skinned, but he is Latin, he's connected to everybody. When you come from Central Falls, let me tell you something. You got poor white people, you got poor Asian people, you got poor everything in there. But you know what we do in Central Falls? We stick together. That little 1 square mile, man, we come out with a big heart and we come out to fight. So today, I'm fighting for justice within the real estate world, and I'm fighting for Lewis to get ahead and become our governor, because I know when he gets in there, he's definitely gonna make change. Look at him. He came from little old Central Falls, went to UConn, people. This man had everything against him, and he survived. So I know that there's not going to be no politician who's going to scare him away, because he's been in the gut of the worst of everything that you can possibly think of in little old Central Falls. So to my fellow warrior, come over here. I want the people to really see, like, this is my fellow warrior.
People power progress. Can I get that? People power progress.
Let's go for change. People power and progress. Let's go. Let's make the change. And Lewis, all power to you. You're welcome.
The hardest thing about politics is, like, getting compliments.